Here we go. Let's be better. Here we go. As soon as you're open, your man helps it off. That's the catch and shoot. Gotta be ready. Work, work, work.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to GCU Arena, located on the campus of Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Kyle Borg alongside Luke Larkin for this afternoon's matchup between the Lancers of California Baptist and the Lopes of Grand Canyon. The last time these two teams met was exactly 6 years ago today, and that was right here at GCU Arena, and the Lopes won that matchup 65-52. And Luke, CBU comes into today's game with a 9-9 record and coming off a very impressive win the other night at against California State Bakersfield.
Yeah, it's their first season in the Division I. It's their first season in the WAC. They did have a very impressive game. Yes, they're just this last week at CSU Bakersfield. They won 68-45. They shot 40% from beyond the arc, 43% from the field. Brittany Thomas had a field day out there with her 12th double-double of the season. She had 12 points and 13 assists. The Lopes really going to have to find a way to shut her down today if they're going to have a chance to win this game.
That's right. California Baptist has a great offensive attack, but the Lopes have a great attack of their own with their own three-headed monster, if you will, with Cephas, Caldwell, and Miller.
Yeah, absolutely. AJ Cephas, very impressive for the Lopes, shooting about 38-39% on the season. Caldwell also very impressive. All three of those players are really going to have to get going here from the get-go in order to put some fear in these Lancers and have an opportunity to have this game go the full time.
That's right. We're going to have a good one on our hands here this afternoon, but before we get started, let's send you down to the court for prayer, national anthem, and the starting lineups.
5'10" junior, number 4, Lexi Ram. At guard, the 5'6" senior, number 11, Emma Miragioli. At guard, the 5'7" junior, number 12, Lacey Brown. And at forward for the Lancers, a 6'1" junior, number 32, Brittany Thomas. California Baptist is led by head coach Jared Olson, assisted by Jessica Case, Angie Ned, and Brittany Cepeda.
All right, and those are the starting lineups for tonight's game. To recap for CBU, it's number 11, Emma Marigoli, number 12, DeLacy Brown, number 32, Brittany Thomas, number 3, Anai Oletu, and number 4, Lexi Ram. And for the Lopes, it's the usual starters minus Sharon Miller, who is out this afternoon. It'll be Kavita Akula, Laura Piera, Taylor Caldwell, AJ Cephas, and Deja Daniel. And we are about ready for tip-off here at GCU Arena.
Well, the Lopes are missing a huge weapon in Sharon Miller. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to fill in that spot for the Lopes.
And the tip-off is taken by the Lancers of CBU, who are wearing the visiting blue this afternoon, and the Lopes will be in the home white. And Luke, what do the Lopes have to do this afternoon to get the win as we take a look at the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game?
Oh, first of all, huge welcome to Division I to the Lancers. GCU has a history with the Lancers. You know, like you said, this is their first meeting since 2013. They played 9 games, and the Lopes have a huge 7-2 edge in that career series. Second of all, this is a very, very impressive team, very high-powered in the Lancers. But the Lopes, they're coming off a big win against New Mexico State University over the last couple weeks. So they're playing well. They are missing a couple big weapons. So they're going to have to find a way to get this thing rolling. And third and finally, they got to start from the tip-off. They're doing that so far. They're starting to look really good. The Lopes need to come out and play hard the entire game.
And that will be a jump ball fought for by AJ Cephas diving on the ground. The Lopes will regain possession as it is 2-0 California Baptist, as Lexi Ram got an early layup on the first possession. And now the Lopes will go inside for Daniel. Quick move inside, and it's good. Great post move from Deja Daniel. And the Lopes are going with the taller lineup this afternoon, as Daniel getting a start for Sharon Miller.
Yeah, the 6'4" junior forward from Texas. She's going to have to play really big today to fill in for the missing Sharon Miller.
And that is the second miss from 3 so far for CBU. They are a good three-point shooting team, and the Lopes are going to have to slow that down as Pierre will drive to the basket, go reverse layup, and it's in. And GCU takes a lead.
A very impressive move, was able to walk pretty much right down the key, put that one in over a defender.
Lancers will go, and that's a miss, and they will get an offensive rebound, but a steal from Caldwell, and it'll end up in the hands of Deja Daniel, and it'll be passed off to Laura Piera, who will run the offense for the Lopes. Talented freshman alongside Taylor Caldwell, the other freshman in the starting lineup for the Lopes. Piera will look to attack baseline, and it's cut off. Pass to the high post to Cephas. She will drive. Diving on the floor for the loose ball, and now a jump ball is good hustle from the Lancers, and that was number 3, Ann Oleta. Possession arrow will favor the Lancers on that jump ball as they will push the tempo and bring the ball up the floor. It'll be in the hands now of Marigoli inside to Brown, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Daniel, and it'll stay here with the Lancers. And a three-point attempt again, and it's off the mark, but an offensive rebound. That is their second offensive rebound of the game, and that is now Lexi Brown at the high post. We'll go with the dribble handoff. Jump shot no good. Another offensive rebound, but a steal from Taylor Caldwell. And Ven Laveris is getting ready to check in for the Lopes as Caldwell attacks to the rim and one. Draws the contact and the foul and gets it to go.
Well, that's a huge play for the Lopes, especially after giving up 2 offensive rebounds. You can tell they're really missing Sharon Miller underneath. She goes up and gets a lot of rebounds for this squad.
Free throw is up, and it'll be off the mark and a rebound. But a whistle and a violation on the Lancers, so Caldwell will get a second chance to convert on this and one. That last foul was on DeLacy Brown. That is her first. That time, Caldwell's free throw is good, and she will convert on the and one. And now a little full court pressure from Laura Piera. Inside, and it's good by Brittany Thomas.
Really good pass there, able to locate Thomas underneath.
Inside for Cephas, and she will draw a foul. Can't get the layup to go, but that'll be a foul on number 11, Emma Marigioli.
Now the Lopes saw it down on the other end of the court, so they tried doing it themselves, able to get the foul.
And the first free throw from AJ Cephas is good. It's her first points of the game. Second free throw is also good. And the Lopes will take a 9-4 lead on 2 made free throws from AJ Cephas. And a drive inside for Brown, and it's blocked by Caldwell and out of bounds off of Thomas. And the Lopes will take possession right back.
That is a huge play for the Lopes. Not only able to get the block, but also able to get the ball off the inbounds.
And that is not an easy person to block, as Brittany Thomas is coming in at 6'1", and Taylor Caldwell only about 5'9", as she will drive and kick to the corner for Piera's three. It is short, and a rebound for the Lancers. And now Marigioli will push the ball, slow it down and wait, and she's picked up her dribble, but she will get rid of it in the hands of Brown. Brown kick to the corner for Marigioli. Going inside for Thomas. Double team coming. Deja Daniel can't quite get back in front to recover. And Brittany Thomas puts it in.
Well, the Lopes are aware that Brittany Thomas is such a weapon for the Lancers. 12 double-doubles this season alone. So they're looking to find ways to shut her down, whether that's bringing over the double team or anything they can do to slow her down, they'll do it.
And a turnover from the Lopes, and it'll go back to Thomas, and a whistle and a travel. And now the Lancers will get ready to make subs, as will the Lopes. For the Lancers, it is number 10, Georgia Dale, and number 34, Caitlin Harper, checking into the game. And for the Lopes, number 12, Carla Balagay, will check in for Deja Daniel. And we have a good first 5 minutes of basketball so far, played well by both teams. Lopes have really dominated the scoring so far. Caldwell will pull up and take a jump shot off the glass, and it's in.
The Lopes are coming out. They're playing very strong basketball right from the get-go.
Kick to the corner. Three-point shot is no good. And the pass from Cephas to Piera. As Piera almost turned it over, but it'll go off of the Lancers. And it'll stay GCU basketball. It is 11-6. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back with GCU women's basketball on GCU TV.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
And we are back to the action as they are getting ready to take the floor here to start the second 5 minutes of play in the first quarter. Is an 11-6 Grand Canyon lead. And you know what, Luke? Grand Canyon here is off to a hot start, shooting 67% from the floor on 4 of 6 shooting.
Yeah, they've come out right away. They've played hard off the tip-off, and very impressive production all around. Deja Daniel, 1 for 1. Laura Piera, 1 for 3. Taylor Caldwell, 2 for 2. Very impressive. The Lopes without a couple big weapons. So we're going to see if the bench can find ways to produce.
Balagay pulls a 3, and it'll be just off the mark, and a rebound to the Lancers. Marajoli will push the ball up the floor. And it looks like California Baptist is really trying to push the 3-point shot. They haven't gotten one to fall yet. They are 0 for 4, and they have been taking it to the rim as well. Balagay won't shoot that one. She'll pass it off to Laura Piera. Piera's drive, floater off the glass, and it's in.
Well, and Kyle, the 3-point shot was so effective for them against CSU Bakersfield. They were just couldn't seem to do anything wrong, shooting 40% from beyond the arc, 43% from the field. They had a handful of offensive rebounds. Bakersfield just couldn't get the ball.
Kick to the corner, 3-point shot is off the mark, and a rebound for Laura Piera and the Lopes. And Laura Piera will make another one. And on the season, California Baptist is shooting over 30% from 3-point range. So they have that in their arsenal, and another 3 off the mark. That'll make them 0 for 6 as that one travels out of bounds.
Well, something's just not quite clicking yet for them with the three-point shot.
Deja Daniel will check back in for AJ Cephas. And the Lancers just made a substitution as well. That was number 1, Madison Davis. Here come the Lopes on offense. This is Laura Piera at the top of the key with the ball. She will pass to fellow freshman Taylor Caldwell. Looks to drive. She'll get to the rim. Layup is off the mark, but an offensive rebound for Deja Daniel. And she will reset the offense. Inside for Carla Balagay, back out, and now it is with Venla Veras. At the top, Balagay's jump shot is short, and another offensive rebound for Daniels. And it's in. She puts it up and in on the offensive rebound that time. She got 2 offensive rebounds in that possession. Yeah, finds a way to finish.
What a great showing for the 6'4" junior from Killeen, Texas. 2 offensive rebounds and finishes it under the net.
And some miscommunication on the pick and roll, as that will be a basket for Harper and the Lancers, and it is now 17-8 in favor of the Lopes as they are looking to pick apart that Lancer zone. Inside for Daniel, she will turn it over, and now the Lancers will attack.
On a good hustle play by sophomore Georgia Dale for the Lancers.
And Marigioli will miss a 3. Inside for Balagay. Layup is off the mark. And now the Lancers will push ahead again with Dale. She will look to attack. Kick out for 3. No good. And a rebound for Deja Daniel. And that'll make it 0 for 8 for California Baptist from 3-point range here in the first quarter.
Well, it's such a big piece of their arsenal that when it's missing, you can really tell.
Piera off the mark and a rebound for the Lancers. That one is up and in for California Baptist. It is now just a 7-point Lope lead with 50 seconds to play here in the opening quarter of basketball here at GCU Arena. And now the ball up top with Venla Veras. They will go into the middle for Balagay. Back to Veras, who will shoot a 3, and it's in! Venla Veras hits a 3 to give the Lopes a double-digit lead. And now a steal from Laura Piera on the defensive end, and there's 20 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. Let's see if the Lopes will hold for the last shot. Down to 12 seconds. Back up top for Piera, swinging to Veras. 8 seconds now. Caldwell at the top. She'll go to Piera. Piera will stop, dribble, drive. No good. And that one will be off the mark. No offensive rebound. And that will end our first quarter of play with the Lopes on top, 20-10. And Luke, that is one of the more dominating quarters that the Lopes have had all season long.
Yeah, really spectacular showing. Lopes getting production from all over the place. Taylor Caldwell, 2 for 3 from the field. And Laura Piera, 3 for 7. Deja Daniel, 2 for 2. And how about those 5 rebounds for Deja Daniel? Absolutely gargantuan for this Lopes team. Well, get the best gear to show off your Lopes pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code BBALL18 to get 25% off just for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple. Lopes up.
And we will be right back with the second quarter of action with the Lopes on top, 20-10 here this afternoon at GCU Arena.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Just started the second quarter of play. The Lopes on top 20-10, and they will go inside to the high post with AJ Cephas, who will look to drive. She'll put up a little shot and it will be fouled as she was hit on the arm. And she will go to the line for the second time this afternoon. That foul is on Brittany Thomas of the Lancers. That is her first personal foul. Cephas hits the first. And she will miss the second, and a rebound for Brittany Thomas and the Lancers. Here comes Oleta for the Lancers. Will go wide, and she'll get the ball right back. Skip pass to the corner. Thomas inside, no, but a travel.
Just one too many moves for Brittany Thomas underneath.
As their fifth turnover on the afternoon. As this will go back to Laura Piera, up top for Daniel. She's looking for someone to pass it to, and now we'll get it right back to Laura Piera. Inside dish for Cephas, no, and it's blocked. She gets it right back, goes up top, and it looked like block pass to Daniel. And it's in. A crazy sequence there for Cephas, but she will find a way to get the ball off to Deja Daniel. And the Lopes will get another easy layup.
That wasn't
And
the
when
way.
Varys falls down, and an easy layup for number 12, DeLacy Brown.
Yeah, both those plays, not the way they drew him up on the board, for sure.
And some miscommunication from Cephas and Piera, as it looked like Piera was going to cut and just didn't, and Cephas throws it away. Ball is up top with Lexi Ram, and they will get the swing pass over. And now it'll be back in the hands of Brittany Thomas in the below post. Spinning layup, no good. Great defense from Deja Daniel. And now Ven Laveris will stop and give it back to Piera, who will give it to Daniel. Inside for Cephas. Double teamed and 3-second violation coming on the Lopes as Taylor Caldwell will check in for Laura Piera. Marajoli also checked back into the game for the Lancers. And now Oleta's drive off the glass, and she'll put it in. 23-14 Grand Canyon lead as Caldwell will cross the timeline and hand off to Akula, who will go around a screen and give it back to Varys, who will go Daniels at the top. Daniel will set a screen. Caldwell looking, and nothing was there. And now she'll find Kavita Akula in the corner for three. It'll go in and out for Kavita Akula. That one went halfway down and just popped right back out. As Varys will man up on Marajoli inside back to the low post. That time, Brittany Thomas, puts it in.
And California Baptist has found a way to change their system a little bit. They've shrunk this GCU lead.
California Baptist has switched from a zone to a man. They played zone for that entire first quarter. Now Varys will get it off Cephas, a little jump shot, and it's in from the free throw line. AJ Cephas having herself a good game. That'll give her 5 points and her first made field goal, as Marajoli will get by Ven Laveris. And a timeout taken by the Lopes and head coach Nicole Powell.
Yeah, it looked like Ven Lavaris with just a little bit of discomfort there as she was trying to track back So they'll take a timeout and check her out.
And not the start the Lopes wanted here in the second quarter, as they saw their 10-point lead dwindle down now to just 7, as California Baptist is playing much better in the second quarter. We will be right back with the remaining of the second quarter right after this on GCU TV.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and this is Ask GCU. Hi, I'm Brittany Holwyn, and you should watch Ask GCU,
where we answer your questions every week.
And the points don't matter. Wait, what?
Tune in every week for answers to be questioned.
Where we answer your questions in a common... all right.
I'm a professional hacker!
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
And welcome back to GCU Arena as the Lopes lead this one over California Baptist 25-18. California Baptist has really come out hot here in the second quarter, shooting 80% from the floor on 4 of 5 shooting. And the Lopes are shooting 66% on 2 of 3 shooting, but California Baptist has really dominated this first 4 minutes of the second quarter.
Yeah, both teams playing better than they did in the first quarter, but the Lancers just getting more attempts.
And a turnover there on the travel from A.J. Cephas, just moving her pivot foot just a little too much for the referee's liking. And they will give possession right back to the Lancers. And another 3-point attempt coming. They are now 0 for 9 as the rebound will fall for Deja Daniel. Pierre will go to Akula. Akula up top for the freshman Taylor Caldwell. For Piera on the wing. In the middle now, Cephas, a jump shot fouled once again. And A.J. Cephas will go to the line. And that foul is on number 4, Lexi Ram. That is her first foul. And Cephas will shoot 2. The first one is up and good from A.J. Cephas. That was her fourth made free throw this afternoon. Second free throw attempt is good as well, and A.J. Cephas having herself a good afternoon from the free throw line. 5 of 6 so far in this game.
Well, and that's just something that's classic Nicole Powell basketball, taking care of those details like your free throws.
As that pass from Oleta flies into the first row behind the Lopes bench. And it'll be up top for Kavita Akula. It'll go up top, Deja Daniel. Gives it right back for Piera. Inside Cephas, the double team on Cephas. Piera's 3 is good. It looked like it got a little tip as well, which might have helped it go in. But Laura Piera hits another 3 for the Lopes and puts them on top 30-18. This is Marigioli, who will pass to Ram for Oleta. Looking to drive, and it's stolen by Laura Piera. And now the Lopes looking to run the fast break, and Piera will slow it up. She'll give it for Daniel to Akula. Akula wide for Caldwell. On the wing, Taylor Caldwell picks up a dribble and will go inside. Deja Daniel, double team coming. Gets the ball right back, and now it's Cephas on the drive. And one, A.J. Cephas. That foul is on number 4, Lexi Ram. That is her second foul. And now subs for the Lancers. It will be Brittany Thomas checking back in. Georgia Dale checking back in. And Madison Davis checking back in as well. And A.J. Cephas to the line to shoot 1. Short there, and a rebound from Daniel, and a foul coming. It'll stay with the Lopes underneath the basket, as Van Laveras has also just checked right back in for Kavita Akula. And that foul is on Madison Davis, her first. Looked to get it inside for Cephas, but could not. Piera drives and kicks. It'll find its way to Veras. Floater, no good. Daniel again, offensive rebound. And Deja Daniel will find a way to put that one in. And Deja Daniel is having herself a first half, as Marajoli will pull a three. And it'll be no good. They are now 0 for 10 on the afternoon on three-point attempts. And the Lopes have to be careful that the Lancers don't get rolling on that three-point shot, because that will get the Lancers right back into this ball game if the Lopes are not careful defensively.
Yeah, absolutely, Kyle. You'd think, you know, they're not shooting well. We can sit back a little bit and cover the pass, maybe let them take a couple more of those. But no, this Lancers team is so dangerous when they do get that three-point shot going that the Lopes need to stay consistent. They need to keep pressuring that three-point shot.
And that was a good inbounds play drawn up for Laura Piera. She just could not hit the three, and Daniel couldn't get the rebound. And that one's blocked by Caldwell again. That is her second block this afternoon. Great job from Taylor Caldwell. And the band behind us is letting them have it, as Piera will get another steal inside Cephas. Layup is no good. AJ Cephas couldn't get the layup to fall. And now Marajoli again will drive. Kick up top for Davis. Back to Marajoli. Now inside, Thomas, no good. Caldwell inside Daniel. Daniel up and layup is good, no foul call. Good defense from the Lancers, but an even better offensive attack from the Lopes so far. They are now up 36-18. They have doubled up the Lancers. And a three-point attempt will finally fall, as number 12, DeLacy Brown, will bank in the first three for the Lancers this afternoon.
Well, and you can just see it's like a weight got lifted off of the players and the bench. You know, having that first one fall, they're hopeful that more are going to continue.
Carla Balagay will return for the Lopes. And checking in, number 32, Taylor Howard, getting her first action here in the second quarter for the Lopes. Van Laveras to inbound. He'll go to Laura Piera. And now Taylor Caldwell inside for Balagay. Balagay drop step layup is good. And Carla Balagay will get on the board with her first bucket of the game.
Yeah, quite the move there. The Lopes are getting production from all over the place in place of Sharon Miller.
Now Lexi Brown's layup no good. Brittany Thomas offensive rebound, good. And the foul and the basket. So Brittany Thomas will go to the line to shoot one and look to convert on the and one for the Lancers. That foul was just on Carla Balagay, her first and the Lopes' first foul of the game. So the first free throw attempts coming for the Lancers, and that one is no good. In the rebound, Balagay, yes, she will retain possession and give it to Caldwell, who will run the offense. And they have a very young lineup on the floor right now. The Lopes do. They have five freshmen, excuse me. All five players on the floor right now are freshmen. Caldwell pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound for Lexi Ram. And now the Lancers will push the ball up the floor, looking inside, and a foul call on Taylor Howard, as she was trying to reposition herself behind Brittany Thomas. And now Cephas will check in for Balagay. So they're going to look to get some height back on the floor. And Deja Daniel will also check in for the Lopes. She will check in for Taylor Howard.
Have both a little bit of height and a little bit of senior leadership out there.
It's much needed there. I think Nicole Powell was just trying to steal some minutes so she could get her two big players back in the game. And the Lopes have really dominated the inside game so far as Veras will pump fake and drive, and now an offensive foul on Venla Veras. And a good charge take there by number 10, Georgia Dale, as she just stepped right in front, and Venla Veras couldn't quite avoid her.
As she stepped in her lane and took that charge very well.
We have entered the final minute of play here in the first half of basketball. It is 38-23 Grand Canyon, and now a missed layup from Georgia Dale. It looked like she got a little shove in the back, but the referees didn't see it, so the Lopes might have gotten away with one. 35 seconds remain, 17 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lopes to get a shot off. Pierre's drive, bounce pass inside, and it's AJ Cephas getting a layup.
A very impressive drive, very impressive assist, able to find Cephas wide open in the lane.
And very balanced scoring for the Lopes so far in this first half, and now a drive from Oleta, and it's good. Piera just thought there was a screen and a switch was coming. And now a stoppage in play with 5.6 seconds left here in the first half. They're going to take a look at something, maybe the time.
They're going to bring the monitor out and take a quick look. Not entirely certain what they could be reviewing with 8 seconds left here. Less than 8 seconds.
And you know what, Luke? Let's talk about a good first half. Deja Daniel already has a double-double. She has 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely spectacular. She's looked very impressive. You know, we talked about it during the pregame that missing Sharon Miller was going to be a huge deal for the Lopes. We talked about how they were going to have to find a way to shut down Brittany Thomas for the Lancers, and they've done both. You know, Deja Daniel has been huge for this Lopes team. AJ Cephas has done her part, and for the most part, Thomas has been very quiet.
And now they will subtract 3 seconds as there's just 2.6 seconds. Piera will not get the shot away in time. Thought she might have had a little bit more time than she did. And Luke, what a first half from the Lopes. It is 40-25, and you could not ask for a better first 2 quarters of play from your team.
Yeah, absolutely. They're playing very, very well. You know, they're shooting just over 55% from the field, 75% from the line. And like we said before, Deja Daniel having quite the game so far. 5 for 5 from the field with 10 rebounds. Absolutely huge for this Lopes team.
And let's talk about the Lancers for a second. They are struggling from beyond the arc. Just 1 3 has fallen as they are just 1 for 11. And their shooting percentage is only at 38 for the game so far. And this is not what the Lancers are used to.
Absolutely. Usually they're a lot hotter from outside the arc. But another big part of their game that has been rolling for them is those offensive rebounds. They have 5 to the Lopes 4. You know, this Lancers team can really control the flow of play if they get rolling.
And the Lopes have held Brittany Thomas to just 8 points so far on the afternoon. And that is one of our keys, is that we said that they had to slow her down.
Yeah, she is a huge weapon for this Lancers team. So Lopes doing a good job. They've doubled up on her. They've found ways to stop her from getting rolling.
And a Very dominant first half for the Lopes. They are up 40-25 at halftime. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back here with the action on GCU TV.
You got me moving to a different beat. I'm singing this melody. I'm lost in the rhythm of your love. What should we fear? What need we hide from when our God goes before? In a place in my hands to fit His perfect plan for you and I. Stands your creation, we trust in you alone. Make yourself known. Oh my God, does impossible. Just lay your head down on my shoulder. You were never meant to suffer. Oh, to compassion for the ones who turn away from the love that came to save our broken hearts. You tell me that I am enough for you, for you. But isn't that what's beautiful? That we don't know anything at all. You still love me. You still love me.
And welcome back inside GCU Arena, where the Lopes lead at the half by 15 points over the visiting Lancers of California Baptist University. And here's a new promo for our new show on GCU TV, Finding Your Purpose Living as Lopes, which premieres January 28th. Take a look.
You've been following my experience at GCU for the past few years now, but I'm going to be graduating in the spring. And GCU has so many students with different stories to share. So a new show is going to be launching, following a group of students through their journey at GCU, finding their purpose, and showing you what it's like to live life as a Lope.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and I'm a fitness fanatic, so that's why I spend majority of my time either at the gym or in the exercise science labs.
Hey, I'm Sebastian. I'm an animation major, and on my free time, I like spending time with friends and playing a little sand volleyball.
I'm Haley, and you can find me on game days in GCU Arena cheering on with the Havocs.
Hi, my name is Elisha, and one day I'd like to leave a legacy like the people on these walls.
Guys, it's Noah. I'm up here in GCBC. I really like going on adventures and hanging out with friends, and a lot of times the adventures start right up here in GCBC.
Hi, I'm Callie. I love to sing, and one of my favorite things is to be surrounded by people who also love music.
Hi, my name's Keegan. I'm a computer science major, and when I'm not on my computer, I'm usually here on Lopes Way, eating Chick-fil-A.
Be sure to tune in to GCU's YouTube channel and watch Finding Your Purpose, Living as Lopes. And make sure you check out GCU's IGTV for more videos.
And we got a dance party going on here for the halftime show for the fans in attendance today. And it is Faith and Family Day this afternoon here at GCU Arena. And Lopes assistant coach Nikki Blue shares with us her story of how faith, family, and basketball has impacted her life and her story. Take a look.
Being bold and stepping up and taking my cousins under her wing and raising them like they were her own. That's just been her life, and I mean, now it's mine too. Ever since the WNBA came out when I was in the 7th grade, I said that's what I want to do. I will not stop until I'm able to accomplish that dream. Grew up in Bakersfield where no one before me, especially in women's basketball, had gone on to go pro. It was kind of like I was inventing the wheel, but I had a great support system. Having accomplished my dream, like there's nothing like it. Being able to walk across the stage when they call your name and say you've been drafted 19th overall to the Washington Mystics, like a complete dream come true. And then after spending 5 years in the league, going on to being able to do something that I love and remain around the sport of basketball was also amazing. Not only fell in love with the sport, but also fell in love with the players and the influence that I have on players. Like in college, it's a really crucial time for a young lady, and I believe that that's my true calling, is to develop these young ladies into women. And so the basketball part is a fun part, and the life part is the part that I believe that I was called to do. And I think my family is the reason why I was able to stay so grounded as well as succeed as I did. When I went on to the McDonald's All-American game, my mom and my aunt came. Draft, everyone was there. My mom has 3 sisters and a brother. My Aunt Bertha is the oldest out of all of them. And she had 2 daughters. One of her daughters grew up with me. Her name was Tia. That was my ace, that was my buddy, that was my favorite cousin. We were with each other through thick, through thin. When she had her first child, I was there. When I went off to UCLA, she was down there every weekend hanging out. When I got drafted to WNBA, she would fly out to Washington. She ended up falling ill. She had Crohn's disease and had a couple complications of that. The day after Thanksgiving, I was going to go Black Friday shopping. Text her, said, you know, you ready to go? She didn't respond. I get to Best Buy, and my mom calls me on the phone, tells me, you know, get to the hospital, something's wrong. And so when I went to the hospital, you know, that was it. That was it. We didn't feel like it was like her time to go. But, you know, God had other plans. We tried to dwell on the good times and the good moments that we had, which was 27 years of her life, the influence that she left, and then, I mean, she left 3 gifts that I could never thank her enough for leaving a part of her here. On the daily, I see her through them, whether it's their fingernails, the way they walk, the way they move, the way they act. You know, their integrity, their swagger, their character. You know, that's all her. She had mentioned prior to her passing, just when she was in and out the hospital, that, you know, if anything were to happen to her, that she would want her mother, which is my aunt, to have the kids. The transition was rough emotionally, but it was a seamless transition, just because our family has always been so tight. You know, the strength of my aunt has been amazing, and I think she is a true hero and MVP, and has really taught me how to deal with a situation like this. You know, grieving, you have to do that. What you do after that, you know, is really what's important. Good job. Good job. When Nicole, who I played with in the WNBA, our head coach, asked me would I be interested in the opportunity to coach here at GCU, first thing I thought of was, okay, where is GCU at? Can I find a nice house there? How are the schools? And then, you know, the rest is history. The kids are here, I'm here, my aunt's here, we're good. I mean, GCU is a fantastic place to be. Our facilities are amazing. To be in a place where you can worship freely and, you know, that loves Christ. I just really love being here. God's grace and His mercy has brought us through, and I'm so glad that our family has been able to rally together and continue to stay together. I say my kids, but I always tell them that they can do and be whatever they want to be, but they're going to be something. You don't have to be a professional basketball player. That's not everybody's calling. That's not everybody's ministry. You know, anything that they want to be, I'm a living testimony that you can be it. Anything you want to be.
And Luke, what are your thoughts on that video about assistant coach Nikki Blue?
Really inspiring stuff. You know, she's an amazing basketball mind. That can be seen on the court, both in games, in practices. Had opportunity to talk to players and hear what they think about her. They have all good things to say about her, both because of that basketball mind and that interest that she takes in the players. You know, she has that special perspective. She brings a lot of personal interest in the players, and that's really commendable. That's something that's going to last these ladies longer than their basketball careers will.
That's right. And we thank assistant coach Nikki Blue for sharing her story with us. And we will be right back with the second half on GCU TV as the Lopes lead 40-25.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and this is Ask GCU. Hi, I'm Brittany Hohen, and you should watch Ask GCU,
where we answer your questions every week.
And the points don't matter. Wait, what?
Tune in every week for answers to be questioned.
Where we answer your questions in a common. All right.
I'm a professional banter.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin'. Ice. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin'.
Mountain Dew Ice, a clear, refreshing.
And welcome back to GCU Arena. We are about 2 minutes away from the remainder of this Saturday afternoon matchup between the Lancers of California Baptist and the Lopes of Grand Canyon. And Luke, the Lopes played a very solid first half of basketball, and how did they do with the three keys to the game?
Well, what a game it has been. Our Sanderson Ford three keys to the game. Oh, first of all, welcome to D1, to this California Baptist Lancers. They've looked very impressive in this first season, but the Lopes finding a way to continue what they started last had going in 2013 when they last played here at GCU Arena. Well, they've done a great job shutting down Brittany Thomas, one of the biggest weapons here for the Lancers. Our third thing was that they needed to start from the tip-off, and Kyle, I'd say they did that. They came out, they played a very solid first quarter. They came out and played an even stronger second quarter. So we're gonna see what happens here. We're gonna see how they change their game plan, the Lancers, and how the Lopes are gonna be able to respond to that here in this second half.
The Lancers came into this game with a 3-game winning streak, and the Lopes entered this afternoon's game with a 3-game losing streak, so somebody's streak will come to an end tonight, and we kind of hope that that's the Lopes streak. They need to get back in the win column, and they are in a good place to do it. Up 15 points before the start of the second half, and we already talked about Deja Daniel and AJ Cephas, but Laura Piera having herself a nice little game as well. She's got 9 points and 3 rebounds and 3 steals as well. So Laura Piera really orchestrating the Lopes offense and defense well so far.
Yeah, the 5'9" freshman point guard from Barcelona, Spain, really finding her feet here today.
And it will be Lancer basketball to start the second half, and we are underway. And they will go right inside for Thomas, and she will get a layup to fall. As both team starters are back out on the floor to begin the second half. Piera thought about pulling a 3, won't. She'll drive high off the glass. Another rebound for Daniel, and give her 2 more. Deja Daniel having herself a great night, or afternoon, rather. kick to the corner. Three-point attempt coming, and another banked three for the Lancers. It is just their second make, both coming from DeLacy Brown, and both of them on the bank shot.
DeLacy Brown had quite the match, or quite the game the other day. 20 points against Bakersfield. So she's feeling very good. Was very quiet in that first half. We'll see if she gets rolling here.
Caldwell's three going to be off the mark as she had to shoot it as the shot clock was down to just a second. So now the Lancers with a possession to cut deeper into the Lopes lead. They will kick back outside. And now inside over the double team is Brittany Thomas. And now a quick timeout from Nicole Powell. And she wants to talk things over as the lead is now down to 10. And just like at the beginning of the second quarter, CBU has really come out swinging.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lancers looking like a whole different team so far. We saw that at the beginning of the second. We'll see if that continues here or if the Lopes are going to be able to get the adjustments they need to slow that down.
As CBU has
Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
And welcome back. After that timeout taken by head coach Nicole Powell, the Lopes are up 42-32 as Kavita Akula will inbound to Laura Piera.
And we're going to see what kind of adjustments the Lopes made during that timeout. One of the big things is going to be slowing down Brittany Thomas. She's really a force for the Lancers.
Piera's three is short and off the mark. Marigioli will drive to the rim, and it's blocked by Cephas. AJ Cephas sliding over and rejects the ball out of the hands of Emma Marigioli and gave her a little stare down at the end of it. And AJ Cephas for the Lopes is averaging 1.1 blocks a game. She leads the team in blocks averaged.
A good inbound play there, but Taylor Caldwell able to get that ball.
Back inside for Cephas now for Balagay, who just checked into the game, and she will get a layup. Great play by Caldwell, Cephas, and Balagay to really orchestrate that one.
Yeah, Balagay able to get away from her defender, and good vision in order to get her the ball wide open in the lane.
And Balagay almost came up with a steal, and now the whistle will blow, and it will be a foul on AJ Cephas. And she will pick up her second personal. Oleta hook shot, running hook shot is good from Oleta and the Lancers, and it is remaining a 10-point Lopes lead. Cephas in the post, kicks to Piera, she'll drive, kick back out, Akula for Caldwell. Another drive, Caldwell to the rim, and she will get fouled. And Taylor Caldwell will go to the line to shoot two.
A bit of an awkward shot, very obvious that she was fouled as she went up.
Brittany Thomas will get another foul called on her. That is her second. And Caldwell's free throw will spin around and out. Second free throw attempt for Caldwell. That one will fall.
7 for 10 for the Lopes today from the line.
And now looking to go inside for Thomas, and it's turned over. Akula with the ball. She will stop and set up the offense for the Lopes. She will go Piera, who will go to Caldwell. Looking to get Akula free on the wing. Inside Balagay, free throw line, jump shot will be short and off the mark. And another rebound to the Lancers. They will set up their offense, double team at the top. To the corner, Ram, pump fake inside, and it's passed off. And it will be Brittany Thomas getting that one to fall.
Well, a bit of a broken play, but Brittany Thomas showing why she is such a weapon for this team, able to find a way to get that one to fall.
As that last one will be credited a offensive rebound off the block from Cephas. So give Thomas her 7th rebound on the game and her 5th offensive rebound. She has more rebounds on the offensive end than she does the defensive end. So now she has 14 and 7.
Well, that's such a big part of the Lancers game. You know, if they don't have a shot they like, they'll still take it. Chances are they're going to come down with the offensive rebound and get another look at it.
And not a good pass inside, as it'll be another turnover. That one's in for Cephas. She will dribble and pull up off the back of the rim. As Thomas will come up with her 8th rebound. And will outlet pass, and now it's into the corner. Back inside, Thomas spinning, and a foul on AJ Cephas. Thomas will go to the line to shoot a pair. Brittany Thomas a little slow to get up. Brittany Thomas will shoot her first free throw, as that one will fall. She's now 1 for 2 at the line this afternoon. And we are getting ready to have a Lancer substitution for Brittany Thomas as she hits the second. And that'll be number 34, Caitlin Harper, checking into the game for Brittany Thomas, who is walking slowly down the bench.
Yeah, a little bit of a awkward fall there. Just gonna try to take some weight off. Looks like that right leg. We'll see as she gets assessed.
And the Lancers will come out of that substitution in a full court press, trying to make something happen as they catch Caldwell, and she turns it over. And now it's Oleta missing the layup, but an offensive rebound for Ram, who will kick out to Dale and get it inside for Harper, who will go at Cephas. And now Marigioli will pull a deep three, and that one will fall. And that is not what you want if you're the Lopes, is Emma Marigioli getting rolling, especially from deep. That will mark her 196th career three-point field goal made.
Very impressive, and cutting the lead to just 6 points. Not a lot of breathing room.
So now it's up top. Cephas will shoot a little jump shot, and it's in. AJ Cephas has 15 points this afternoon. And that'll give the Lopes a 49-41 lead. Deja Daniel getting ready to check back in at the next dead ball. Lexi Ram will go to the basket looking for a shot, but great defense from Carla Balagay. And now Oleta shoots a three, and it's off the mark. But an offensive rebound. This is Ram's three. That one will fall, and now the Lancers have back-to-back threes. And now another steal. Another three. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. Lexi Ram once again, and now a foul on the floor. Let's see if that one's going to go against Cephas or Piera. It will be on AJ Cephas. So that will be her 4th personal foul. And now head coach Nicole Powell will have some thinking to do on the bench. She's going to have to take her out and have her sit for a little bit. It is a 49-44 Grand Canyon lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back on GCU TV.
I can laugh, I can smile, hold my head way up high, baby, it's all because of you. Yeah, I've got a new song I can sing.
The shot is good!
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
And welcome back inside GCU Arena as the Lopes have a 5-point lead over the Lancers from California Baptist, 49-44. They are about ready to start the rest of this 3rd quarter after that timeout.
What a dangerous run there by the Lancers. A 3 followed by an offensive rebound, followed by another 3, followed by a steal, and another 3.
That one is Oleta. So now that is 3 straight possessions for the Lancers with a 3-point field goal made. And now they will finally break the press and will have a chance to slow down and take their time on offense and look to get a bucket. Cephas will stay in the game with 4 fouls.
Well, she has 4 fouls, but she's also shooting. You know, she shot 5 for 7 from the field. That one just unable to go for Taylor Caldwell. Oleta setting up the offense here.
And a little hook shot from Oleta. That one will fall, and we are tied for the first time since it was 2-2 early in the 1st quarter. Piera will push it up, and she will set up the offense.
A very aggressive press by the Lancers.
Cephas will shoot a jump shot, and it will not fall, and now she will pick up a foul once again. That is now her 4th foul. Correction, I apologize. Misspoke early with her 4th. So Cephas will stay in the game, though, with 4. And then the Lopes coming out with a little bit of pressure of their own. And now Piera almost coming up with a steal, and Ram will get it back, and a 3-pointer off the mark. And Piera will get the rebound and set up the Lopes offense. Cephas inside, kick out, Piera. Pull-up jump shot is long. Deja Daniel again, up strong, and she will get a layup through a bunch of contact and looked like 3 Lancer defenders.
And it'll end almost a 3-minute scoring drought for the Lopes.
And that pass is too high, and a turnover for the Lancers, and the Lopes will take possession right back.
Well, Kyle, it's almost like we've got a whole new game here. 51-49, the Lancers have roared back into this one.
It was a 15-point Lopes lead to start the 2nd half, and it is now just a 2-point Lopes lead as Piera will get a screen from Daniel. She will go up top. Varys' three on the way, no good. Cephas, good offensive rebound. She'll hit the layup. And great job from the Lopes and AJ Cephas. She now has 17 points. And the Lopes lead back up to 4 as the Lancers will look to score a basket here and now. A pump fake from the 3 and a layup dribble drive is good. And they will get the and 1 foul call on Deja Daniel.
Well, potential here for this to be a 1 point or a 2 point game.
As Georgia Dale will shoot one after Daniel picks up her first personal foul. And she will hit the free throw and cut the Lopes lead to 1 point at 52-53. Piera stuck in the corner, finds Cephas, gets it to Caldwell, and they need to hurry and get it across half court, and they do, finding Varys back to Piera. Varys' three on the way. It's good! Venla Varys hits a big three-point shot for the Lopes.
And that's exactly what the Lopes needed.
And now the Lopes applying some man-to-man pressure on the defensive end. Dale will kick to Davis. Back up top for Dale. Dale to the rim and another foul call. And that one will go against Taylor Caldwell on the drive. So Dale will go once again to the free throw line. And we have 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. That is Caldwell's first personal foul. Dale's first free throw is good. Give her 4 points so far in the game.
Crowd doing everything they can.
Georgia Dale's second free throw attempt is short and no good. Cephas will come up with the rebound. Give her 4 rebounds now on the afternoon. And the Lopes will hold for the last shot as we are down to the final 15 seconds of the quarter. Piera at the top of the key, just dribbling it out, waiting for instructions from head coach Nicole Powell. 5 seconds remaining. Screen coming from Daniel. Piera kick. Varys three at the buzzer. No good. Off the back of the rim. And it will be just a 3-point Lopes lead. So no harm done to the Lopes lead after that quarter. And they will go into this right before the fourth quarter, 56-53. And we will be right back with the final quarter of action on GCU TV.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
And welcome back. We are moments away from the start of the final quarter of action here at GCU Arena. The Lopes lead at 56-53, and this has shaped up to be an exciting final quarter of play, as that quarter was really dominated by the Lancers. The first time they've really dominated a complete quarter. They shot 10 of 17 from the floor in that quarter.
They got the three-point rolling, 4 for 7 for just over 55%.
And with those 4 threes, give them 28 points in that third quarter alone. As Daniel shot his block, but a rebound for Cephas fighting for it. Kick out to Caldwell, who will pass off to Piera. Back for Caldwell. Screen from Cephas. Piera. Caldwell now again will dribble inside Cephas. 5 on the shot clock, and it's taken away. by Brown, and the Lancers will push the ball up the floor. Oletta will drive baseline. She'll kick out Marajoli for Ram, who will drive inside off the glass, and it's in. Lexi Ram puts it in. Varus pump fake, pull-up jump shot blocked. Another rebound. Daniel will look to go to Piera in the corner as it is deflected away by Brown, and it'll stay Lopes basketball. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Lopes lead 56-55.
You can tell the Lancers coming into this fourth trying to keep all the momentum going their same way.
Piera will get it off the inbound. Will skip across to Caldwell, who will go inside Cephas, who spins, and it's rejected by Thomas, but another rebound for Deja Daniel off the rejection, and she scores. Give Daniel 16 points. And now Deja Daniel, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 7 offensive and 7 defensive. And a good pass, but a missed layup, and Marajoli gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. Great inbound play, just couldn't convert on the first one, and nobody boxed out the inbounder, who came right back in, picked it up, and scored. And now Kavita Akula gets ready to check back in for the Lopes. Caldwell's three on the way, long, and another offensive rebound. Deja Daniel puts it in, and Deja Daniel now 15 rebounds and 18 points.
Absolutely spectacular game for her.
Inside, Brittany Thomas will kick. This is Marajoli's three is good. And now we are tied at 60. Cephas at the free throw line, takes one dribble, pulls up, can't convert, and Daniel just can't quite get another offensive rebound. And now the Lancers will have the possession to take their first lead since it was 2-0 within that first 30 seconds of the first quarter. Oletta will fake a three, kick to Brown, off the mark. And a rebound, Deja Daniel, who will go to Taylor Caldwell. Now the Lopes can regain their lead as AJ Cephas will pick up another foul on the offensive push, looking to get possession, or a position, excuse me, on the inside, and that will be a now substitution, and that is Cephas's 5th foul as Akula checks in for Varus, and Balagay will check in for AJ Cephas, and her day will be done. And she was big for the Lopes. She had 17 points, 5 rebounds, and a pair of blocks. But she just tried to do a little too much on the inside, looking to get position.
It looks like a bit of a conversation being had here between the scorer, the referee.
I think they might be looking at whether or not that push came up high to the neck or head region, which could result in a flagrant foul. It's either that or there's miscommunication between the number of fouls that Cephas has.
I think that's likely what it is they're walking back and forth along the stat table, looking at the various books that are over there. Not a very typical thing to happen. The Havocs here in the building trying to get things going here for the Lopes. We're knotted up at 60 apiece. It's always fun playing here at GCU Arena, a faith and family night. Got a lot of kids here in the crowd, and a lot of fun.
So we are taking an extended look at something. There are 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the final quarter of play. Both coaches are talking to their teams on their respective sidelines. And this is a nice little break for both sides.
Well, if you're GCU, you're thrilled that we are taking a long break. The Lancers have so much momentum going in their direction right now. They're getting that three-point game going. And, you know, potentially they're losing AJ Cephas to foul trouble. So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with that hole underneath the net.
And if this results in not being Cephas's 5th foul, that would be very interesting.
Well, I would be very surprised. I can't understand what they could be looking at. You know, potentially just that last one. Maybe they called it on the wrong person, but I don't think you can go back and change a previous foul. They're over there looking at the monitor. The band here trying to get a little bit of excitement going. Got their choreographed moves.
And still a conversation going on at the scores table, and now one of the referees is in the huddle.
Well, so it looks like there's explanations being given to the coaches.
As that is referee Melissa Barlow.
A very extended look there at the monitor.
And the buzzer sounds, and it looks like we are ready to resume play, as Balagay will have to check in officially at the scorer's table. And the referees blow the whistle, call for both teams to come out on the floor, and we are ready to play once again after a prolonged look at some discrepancy. And we are tied at 60 as it is Lancers basketball. And now a travel coming on Brittany Thomas, although it was a good move at the end to finish. But it will not count, and the Lopes catch a break.
Yeah, just an extra step there at the beginning.
Piera will bring up the ball for the Lopes. As Daniel calling for it in the post, Piera won't go that way. She'll go to Akula, who will take a three. It'll be short, as that is Akula's second attempt this afternoon, and it is another miss. She is 0 for 2. Skip pass for Marajoli. She will get the pass as it was a little off the mark. Oleta at the top, trying to get out of pressure from Piera. Balagay will apply pressure of her own with some help. And good defensive rotation so far. And a turnover there. Great defense from the Lopes.
Yeah, really great defense. Forced her to try to drive down the baseline, make a errant pass, and the Lopes able to pick it up, and
Piera puts it in and one. Laura Piera, great offensive possession, and now Piera can go to the line and put the Lopes up by 3, give her 11 points on the afternoon. And with a 2-point lead, they can stretch it to 3. They are 7 for 10 as a team from the line tonight. This is Piera's first attempt. Her attempt is up, and it is good. Lopes take a 3-point lead with just under 6.5 minutes remaining in this exciting basketball game between the Lancers and the Lopes. And the driving layup is good by Lexi Ram. And that has really been the game today for the Lancers, is get to the rim and hit layups, because the 3-point shot just has not been falling.
That was very cold for them the first 2 quarters of play. Able to find some action in the third. A good foul taken there.
And Balagay went inside for Daniel, who went with the spin, and a foul called on Brittany Thomas. That is her third. Brittany Thomas 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Daniel's free throw is good. Deja Daniel will hit her first free throw of the night. She is 9 for 10 shooting from the floor. So talk about having yourself a good day. She now has 19 points and 16 rebounds second free throw is no good. Lopes have a 2-point advantage over the visiting Lancers.
Well, and we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast, the Lopes without Sharon Miller. That one falls for the Lancers. Deja Daniel and AJ Cephas able to step into that role and play big underneath the basket. Now that Cephas is gone, Daniel's really gonna have to step up even more.
Piera shoots a 3, and it'll be way off the mark, but Daniel another rebound. She'll go up, hit a layup, and it's good. Deja Daniel, 21 points and 17 rebounds.
Not only did she get that offensive rebound, she got it with 3 Lancers defenders around her and was able to go back up and get the bucket.
And now foul coming on the floor. Who will that will either go against Piera or Balagay, and it'll go against Balagay as Taylor Howard gets ready to check back in. She'll check in for Balagay. And now the Lopes going with 4 guards and 1 forward now. Pass inside, and it is a good pass and a layup for Brittany Thomas. So with 4 freshmen and a junior on the floor, or 3 freshmen, excuse me, a junior and a senior in Kavita Akula on the floor for the Lopes. This is a very young Grand Canyon team. So this is a good and an offensive foul. And Nicole Powell not happy as Marigoli slid over and took the charge.
Powell saying it didn't look as though Marigoli got her feet set. I think I would agree. I'm also halfway across the court.
Well, your feet don't have to be set. You just have to take the space first. And it did look like she was there first, and a little dip of the shoulder there from Caldwell is really what probably drew the whistle. And we will be right back on GCU TV. Lopes and Lancers tied at 66 with 4.5 minutes remaining.
Haven't watched it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. I mean, we want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit GCU.edu.
Welcome back inside GCU Arena. And we are tied at 66 with 4 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the final quarter of play between the Lancers and the Lopes. And Luke, it might be worth mentioning that the Lopes lead the all-time series 7-2 and have never lost in Phoenix.
Yeah, this Lancers team is doing everything they can to change that, and we're in for quite the game as we're knotted up 66-66 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
And Akula applying great pressure on the ball, and now it'll be up top for Oletta inside. Spinning layup is good for Brittany Thomas as she is taking advantage of what appears to be a very tired Deja Daniel. She's played 28 minutes so far. And a no-look pass to Caldwell from Piera. The 3 is good. What a pass from Laura Piera.
A very impressive pass, able to locate her outside.
Deja Daniel will grab her 18th rebound of the game, and she is on her way to a 20-20 game. which is very, very impressive. Caldwell will pull up and hit the free throw line jumper, and it'll give the Lopes a 3-point lead. And now head coach Jared Olson wants a timeout to talk with his Lancers. Lopes up 71-68. We'll be right back on GCU TV.
We have been the experts in clean since 1945. We help businesses keep their facilities cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. We are passionate about what we do and are committed to making your workplace environment the cleanest and healthiest it can be.
Do you want to be on Ask GCU?
We are back with the Lancers have possession of the basketball, down by 3 with 3.5 minutes to play. And it is in the corner to Marajoli, up top for Oletta. She will drive, kick for Ram. Ram's 3 is good, and we are tied once again at 71. And now pressure from the Lancers again. Daniel turns it over, but Caldwell will get it right back. And now we have a whistle.
Bit of discussion here.
And I'm not exactly sure what the whistle is for.
Looks like it's going to be a foul against the Lancers. We'll wait here for the official announcement.
No, I'm not quite sure. Maybe I think there was a discrepancy in the shot clock and whether or not it should have reset on the alternating turnover possession at mid-court. So they will have, it'll be Lopes ball. Piera, and now a foul. Piera will, that one will be on the floor, so it'll be an inbound underneath for the Lopes. That is a foul on the Lancers. Their third team foul, and the first on Georgia Dale. It'll be Piera in the corner. She will drive. Kick out for Akula. And Akula for Caldwell. Caldwell gets a screen from Howard. Daniel really wants it in the post. She is fighting hard down there with Brittany Thomas. And now it's high screen. Caldwell will pull up again. No good. And a rebound for Lexi Ram and the Lancers. We are down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We are knotted up at 71. And the Lancers have not had a lead since it was 2-0. Double team on Thomas. Kick out Ram. Oletta's 3. No good. Rebound Caldwell. Taylor Caldwell will push up for the Lopes. We'll give it off to Laura Piera at the top, and Piera will slow it down, back it out, and will now dribble an attack on Ram. Now a foul, there it is. And a great drive from Laura Piera to draw the foul with 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining.
Well, not a lot of time left. The Lopes needing to find ways to manage this time, burn as much of it off as they can. These free throws are going to be huge.
Piera misses the first of 2. Piera's second attempt is also no good. She misses them both, but Daniel a rebound, and it's in! Deja Daniel, give her 19 rebounds and 23 points. And the Lopes are back on top by 2.
Yeah, able to bail out her teammate there and get the 2 points for her.
And now a foul on the floor. That one will go against Kavita Akula. That is her first, the team's 4th. Both teams with 4 team fouls. And now Piera almost getting a steal, but it falls. Now she'll get it as Maragoli tried to give it back to Oletta. And now the turnover finally. And another steal, Laura Piera. Give her 4 on the afternoon.
Just under 1 minute 30 on the game clock.
Lopes up 2, 73-71. Daniel wants it badly. She's working hard. They won't give it to her. Caldwell will drive. Pull up over. That was a pull up over Thomas, and now a whistle and a timeout taken by head coach Nicole Powell as she wants to talk it over. We got 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining in a 2-point Grand Canyon lead. It's 73-71. We'll be right back with the remainder of the action on GCU TV.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your support.
And we are back, 2-point Lopes lead, 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining. The ball will be inbounded by Taylor Caldwell on the near sideline. And she will inbound it to Laura Piera.
Lopes will look to take most of their shot clock here.
Daniel again, and Noah whistle and a travel. And head coach Nicole Powell not happy with Deja Daniel, as that is not the play they drew up in the huddle. So we are down to the final 60 seconds of regulation time. It's 73-71. Lopes have the lead. And now Oletta, no, and an offensive foul on the illegal screen. That foul will go against Brittany Thomas. She has 4 fouls now. And head coach Jared Olson unhappy. She's letting 2 of the 3 referees hear it. And Nicole Powell is telling her team just to slow it down, take your time, maybe get to the free throw line, get some free points. This is Howard, give it to Piera, almost turned it over. A lot of pressure from the Lancers. Piera spinning, kick to the corner, it's Caldwell. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Daniel turns it over, dribbled it off her foot. Georgia Dale, no, she throws it off the bottom of the backboard. And now with 25 seconds remaining, a foul. They will foul Laura Piera and send her to the line. That is Emma Maraggioli with the foul. That'll put them over the team foul limit. And they will shoot 2. There is no 1-and-1 in NCAA women's basketball. First shot from Piera, no good. And she's frustrated with herself as she has now missed 3 straight free throws. And they really need this one to put them up 3. Piera, no good again. That one went halfway down and out. And a timeout taken by the Lancers. 21 seconds are remaining in the 4th quarter. It's 73-71. Grand Canyon will be right back on GCU TV.
Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
And we are back with 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter of an exciting 2-point basketball game here at GCU Arena. It's 73-71. Grand Canyon over the Lancers. And the inbound by Maraggioli will go to the corner for Oletta. They will go inside. Brittany Thomas, hook shot short. Daniel another rebound, and she will be fouled. And Deja Daniel has 23 points and 21 rebounds. So Daniel will go to the line to shoot a pair. She's only shot 2 free throws so far. She's hit 1 of those 2. First free throw is good. Deja Daniel puts the Lopes up by 3, 74-71. Second free throw, no good. And now Dale will push it up for Oleta. Oleta, and a jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor the Lancers with 7.4 seconds remaining. And the Lancers are down by 3. And they will call a 30-second timeout. And the Lopes will have a quick timeout here, and they will have to defend. And the last thing the Lopes want to do is give up a three-pointer here, but they have a 3-point lead.
Well, and what a game this has been. The Lopes controlling that first half of play. The Lancers coming roaring back in the second half. And here we are, a 3-point lead, 7 seconds left. And how about, Kyle, the Lopes and Lancers have never gone to overtime in any of their meetings.
That's right, they have met 9 previous times, and in those 9 previous times, they have all ended in regulation. Lopes have a 7-2 advantage in the all-time meeting record, with the last win coming a year ago today right here at GCU Arena. And now the inbound to the corner. Oleta's 3 on the way, short. Daniel another rebound, and they will call a foul, or a jump ball rather, excuse me, but it will stay Lopes ball. 3.8 seconds remaining. And now Nicole Powell wants a timeout. So she will take a quick one as well, just to set up what she wants on the ensuing inbound, with inevitably Lancer full court pressure looking to get a steal.
And what a huge rebound there by Deja Daniel, probably the biggest of the game for her. 22 on the afternoon, and that one is going to be very, very important.
And with 3.8 seconds remaining, there is not a lot of time if you're the Lancers to get a steal and get a shot up. So they either have to let the ball come inbound and immediately foul and hope for a couple of misses, or if they get a steal, they have to immediately throw it up. And there's the buzzer, and we are ready. But the ball will advance to midcourt after that timeout. So the Lopes have a better inbounding chance, as they will not be trapped in a corner. Pierre to inbound. Lopes have no timeouts left. They get it into Caldwell in a quick foul. Just 0.8 of a second running off the clock. And Caldwell will go to the line to shoot a pair, as Olsen wanted, head coach Jared Olsen wanted a traveling call. Won't get it. It is a foul. Caldwell
2 for 3 from the line so far.
She needs to hit one to ice the game. First free throw on the way. No good. And now a couple of substitutes in for the Lancers. It is Brittany Thomas and Lexi Ram who will check back in, and one more. It will be Caitlin Harper, number 34. She needs to hit this one to put the Lopes up by 4. 3 seconds remaining. Caldwell's free throw. That one is good, and a timeout by the Lancers. And it will be a full timeout. So we will take a quick break at 75-71 with 3 seconds remaining. Welcome back inside GCU Arena for the final 3 seconds of regulation time. The Lopes are up 75-71. It will be Lancers basketball on the sideline to inbound. And barring an and 1-3 foul call, the Lopes will more than likely win this basketball game and stay undefeated at home against the Lancers. And a deep three, it'll be way off the mark. Lopes will win it 75-71. And you can see the excitement for the Lopes as Deja Daniel had herself a big game, 24 points and 22 rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely massive. These Lopes ought to be patting themselves on the back. Very impressive win. The Lancers, they'll end the Lancers' 3-game winning streak, and they'll end their own 3-game losing streak. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for these Lopes.
And it is the Lopes' first win since January 10th when they won right here at GCU Arena against arch rival New Mexico State. That'll do it for us here. The Lopes are back in action next Saturday, February 2nd against California State Bakersfield right here on GCU TV. And be sure to follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. For Luke Larkin and everybody here at GCU TV, I'm Kyle Borg. Have a great night and go Lopes.